Let's face it, money worries can feel like a never-ending storm. Whether it's the fear of unexpected expenses, the looming shadow of retirement, or the weight of mounting debt, financial stress is something that affects nearly everyone at some point. In fact, nearly 80% of Americans admit to feeling uneasy about their financial situation, according to a recent survey. And here's the kicker. These concerns are more universal than you might think. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite how widespread these issues are, many people still struggle to find clear solutions. So let's break down 4 of the most common financial anxieties and explore actionable steps you can take to tackle them head-on. The fear of being unprepared for emergencies. Imagine this. Your car breaks down or you're hit with a sudden medical bill. For many, these situations can spiral into financial chaos. Alarmingly, about 41% of Americans say they don't have enough saved to handle emergencies. On average, people in the U.S. save only about 4.3% of their income, which often isn't enough to build a safety net. So, what's the solution? Start by creating an emergency fund, a financial cushion specifically designed to protect you from life's unexpected twists and turns. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of your essential monthly expenses. If that sounds overwhelming, don't panic. Begin with small, achievable goals. For example, aim to save $500 or $1,000 first. Tools like savings goal calculators can help you figure out how much to set aside each month. But here's the part most people miss. An emergency fund isn't your only line of defense. Insurance plays a critical role too. Disability insurance can replace lost income if you're unable to work due to illness or injury, while term life insurance ensures your loved ones are taken care of if the unthinkable happens. Some employers even offer these policies as part of their benefits packages, so it's worth checking with your HR department. 2. The retirement savings gap. Picture this. You're nearing retirement age, but instead of excitement, you feel dread because you haven't saved enough. You're not alone. Nearly 40% of Americans share this concern, and the numbers back it up. According to the Federal Reserve, the average family has just $87,000 stashed away for retirement, a far cry from what most financial experts recommend. The good news? It's never too late to start planning. One practical approach is the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. This method suggests dedicating 20% of your take-home pay towards savings, investments, and debt repayment. If your employer offers a 401k match, take full advantage of it. It's essentially free money. Additionally, consider opening a Roth IRA, which allows your investments to grow tax-free. And here's a thought-provoking question. Are we relying too heavily on traditional retirement accounts without exploring other options? Could alternative investments, such as real estate or side businesses, play a role in securing your future? These are questions worth discussing and perhaps debating in the comments below. The burden of credit card debt. Credit card debt is a heavy burden for millions of Americans. In fact, roughly 23% of survey respondents said they're worried about owing too much. NerdWallet's research shows that the average credit card balance exceeded $10,000 in 2024. That's a staggering amount, especially when you factor in high interest rates. If you're drowning in debt, prioritizing repayment is key. 2 popular strategies include the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. The snowball method focuses on paying off smaller balances first, giving you quick wins to stay motivated. The avalanche method, on the other hand, targets debts with the highest interest rates to minimize long-term costs. Both approaches have merit, but the best choice depends on your personality and financial habits. For those with strong credit scores, transferring your balance to a low or no interest credit card could provide temporary relief. However, if your credit is shaky and payments are piling up, a debt management plan through a nonprofit credit counseling agency might be a lifeline. These programs can negotiate lower interest rates and reduced monthly payments, making your debt more manageable. 4. Feeling stuck in a low-paying job. Am I earning enough? It's a question that plagues more than 20% of Americans. Despite economic growth, real median personal income has remained largely stagnant since 2019. Even worse, 1/3 of college graduates find themselves underemployed, meaning their jobs don't fully utilize their education. One obvious solution is to ask for a raise. While negotiating salary can be intimidating, it's often a necessary step toward improving your financial outlook. Preparation is key. Research industry standards, document your accomplishments, and practice your pitch beforehand. If a raise isn't feasible, consider diversifying your income streams. Side hustles, freelance gigs, or part-time work can supplement your earnings. But here's where things get controversial. Does chasing more money truly solve the problem? Interestingly, the survey found that concerns about insufficient income were similar across all income brackets. This raises an important question. Could better budgeting and smarter spending be the real answer? Fortunately, there are plenty of ways to trim expenses. Cancel unused subscriptions, switch to a cheaper cell phone plan, or shop around for better insurance rates. Small changes can add up quickly, easing the pressure on your wallet. A silver lining. Despite all the doom and gloom, there's a glimmer of hope. About 21% of Americans report having no financial worries whatsoever. To put that into perspective, that's roughly equivalent to the combined populations of Texas and California. Not bad, right? Now it's your turn. Which of these money worries resonates with you the most? Do you agree with the strategies outlined here, or do you have a different perspective? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.